Need advice? Download the free Hello Doctor app on any mobile phone and connect with our doctors right away for reliable personal advice. Go to hellodoctor.com and chat to a doctor anytime, anywhere for less than the cost of an apple a day.
There are a number of challenges facing South Africans living in informal settlements, but the threat of fire is one that they face on a daily basis. There are on average 10 shack fires a day in the country, making burns the leading cause of injury and death to young children. But hope is on the horizon, thanks to extreme athlete, chef and adventurer David Grier. David has designed fire-resistant structures that can be used for building shacks instead of combustible materials like wood, corrugated iron and cardboard.
I do a lot of stuff for Operation Smile, where we do cleft surgery, and more children have been coming in for surgery, but from horrific burns. And I then started to look down the chain of events, what caused these kids to get these burns and that. And it all relates back to the shack fire crisis in South Africa and informal settlements. There are two major problems. The first is the combustible materials that are used to build shacks due to the socio-economic situations in these settlements. And the second thing is these settlements pop up everywhere and there's no planning around it. So no formal way of firefighting can be used because the fire department have no access to these areas. And if a fire breaks out, within minutes it can devastate a whole community. With shack fires, there are various causes. The first is candles or a cooking unit falls over inside a home and it sets the home alight, and it takes roughly a minute for the temperature to climb over 500 degrees. And then the second cause is the combustible materials in this little unit. The unit then explodes and this fireball then moves on to the next unit. And then these fireballs just roll through a community as the temperature builds and builds and builds.
The fire-resistant structures are made up of two products. The inside layer is made from vermiculite, a fire-resistant insulator. The vermiculite is sandwiched between two panels of chromadeck, a type of steel sheeting. The board containing the fire-resistant vermiculite can withstand temperatures up to 1,000 degrees.
So as you can see now, the oxyacetylene torch has basically taken a couple of seconds, it's burned through the chromadeck and it shot a hole right through the polystyrene board. And that would simulate a 1-minute fire in a shack. And if you look at our vermiculite board, you can see now the oxyacetylene torch, it's cut into the steel and now it stops. The fire is arrested against the vermiculite board.
The inspiration behind the project was the Ajuga plant, which uses its watery sap to act as a fire break. The first two Ajuga structures, sponsored by the Sipler Foundation, replaced creches in an informal settlement in Cape Town in 2013. The initiative ensures that should there be a fire, the most vulnerable of the community will be protected.
Yeah, it's very bad. It's very bad because if the fire starts, you'll see the children roaming around, running, don't know where to go, and the fire is getting big. Even if the fire can catch you around, you can't run away because it's too bad. The children are very safe in this because they know that they're safe. Immediately the fire can start, then they can go there, and then the fire never gets in there.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
Your life becomes heavily affected if you know that the community you live in is not safe, the surrounding areas aren't conducive, especially for little children who are most vulnerable. So we're looking to have it instill a sense of safety and a place for emergency care. Working on a project like Ajuga is really inspiring and very humbling at the same time. It allows you to really appreciate how lucky we are to have a home that's safe and warm at night. So it's definitely a movement that we want to get instilled into everybody around us and to affect these communities in the most positive way possible.
The units are produced locally and packaged in a wooden box, which can be reused. The actual structures then take a single day to assemble and are fitted with standard doors and windows.
The long-term aim with the Ajuga project is to create little hubs, little oases of safety for children by combining 8 or 9 ECD creche centres together and giving a communal play area, communal toilets, communal kitchen. So that would be our long-term goal for the communities. You know, you're never at ease in a community like this. There's always this little niggle in the back of your mind about fire and are my children safe, or what happens if a fire breaks out. And when you deploy a unit like this, you see the relaxation in the creche teacher and the kids, especially in the afternoons where we visit a few creches where they're asleep. I mean, they're at peace, they know they're safe in this unit.
By providing safer creche facilities, the Ajuga Project also improves the conditions in which children are schooled. It protects those most vulnerable to fire-related injuries and uplifts the entire community.
Need advice? Download the free Hello Doctor app on any mobile phone and connect with our doctors right away for reliable personal advice. Go to hellodoctor.com and chat to a doctor anytime, anywhere for less than the cost of an apple a day.